When Aaron was a boy, his father's anger filled the house like smoke, unseen but everywhere. There were no bruises, no shouting fits, just a constant, suffocating tension. The kind that makes a child hold his breath every time the front door opens. His father wasn't cruel in the way you might think. He was just absent while being present. Always tired. Always critical. And the words Aaron desperately needed to hear, simple words like "I'm proud of you" or even just "I'm sorry," never came. So Aaron learned to grow up without them. He built a life for himself, became a man with a family and a steady job, and made a quiet promise to never ever be like his father. But even promises carry weight. Somewhere between the years and the responsibilities, he realized he was still carrying that little boy inside him, the one who was still waiting for an apology that would never arrive. Then the phone call came. It was his mother, her voice soft, telling him, "Your dad's not doing well." Aaron froze. It had been 10 years since they'd last spoken. He'd told himself he had moved on, that it didn't matter anymore, but that one call made him feel 12 years old all over again, scared, small, and completely unsure of what to do. Still, he went. The hospital room was grey and still, filled with the low, steady hum of machines. His father looked so much smaller than he remembered, older, weaker, but the distance between them felt exactly the same, an ocean of silence that decades hadn't managed to erase. For a long time, Aaron said nothing. He just sat there, watching the man who had given him so much and yet so little. Oh, he felt every version of himself sitting there with him, the angry teenager, the disappointed adult, the tired son. And then, without planning it, without even thinking, he whispered, almost to himself, "I forgive you." There was no dramatic reaction. His father didn't wake up. He didn't apologize. He didn't even know what had been said. But something inside Aaron knew. It was a quiet shift, like the moment right after a storm when you realize the sky is finally clearing, even if no one else can see it yet. He sat there for another hour, no longer waiting for words that would never come. He was just being there, not as the son who was owed peace, but as the man who had decided to create it for himself. Forgiveness didn't change his past. It didn't magically make what happened okay, but it freed him from needing life to apologize before he could finally move forward. That was the lesson he would carry with him forever. Peace is not something that is granted to you. It's something you choose over and over again. When you stop waiting for closure to come from someone else, you finally start finding it within yourself. Months later, Aaron was back home. He tucked his kids into bed, kissed his wife goodnight, and sat alone on the porch under a quiet, starry sky. He thought about his father, the man who'd never said sorry and now never would, and instead of the familiar bitterness, he felt gratitude. Because through all that pain, he had learned something that most people spend a lifetime searching for. That freedom isn't something you're given, it's something you decide to keep. So if you're out there still waiting for that apology, that explanation, that moment when someone finally understands the hurt they caused you, don't lose years of your life waiting for a door they may never open. Forgive them anyway. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Because the truth is, peace is not a gift you receive, it's a choice you make. And sometimes, the bravest thing you can ever do is to choose it first. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care.